Hey guys, my name is Kuars, and welcome back to another video. Now with schools opening on the horizon, and with some schools already being open, I think it's a perfect time to actually talk about this subject, which is school. I mean, on paper, school sounds like an amazing thing, right? I mean, you don't know shit when you're a kid, so, you know, when there's a place dedicated for learning stuff, that kinda sounds awesome. And I mean, I'll be honest, at first, it is. I mean, come on, bro. Who the fuck hated preschool? I didn't. I fucking love that shit. And even in middle school, bro, that shit was really fucking fun. Because at the time, not only did your grades not really matter, because realistically you were gonna pass anyway, but like the subjects were easy enough for me to not be stupid, and also for you to get high grades even if you didn't study for shit. So yeah, overall, even middle school was a fun time. But everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. You see, compared to other commentary slash storytime YouTubers, I'm actually very young, being 16 right now. And I'm gonna turn 17 in November, by the way. Anyway, I am so young that I was actually still in 7th grade when a certain pandemic hit. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I was devastated by the news, because to be honest, I was really happy that school was off. Even back then, when life was all jolly and golly, I really didn't like school that much. I really just much rather, like, stay home, I don't know, play Fortnite, watch YouTube. I didn't know what jacking off was at the time, so I didn't do that. Anyway, initially, online school fucking sucked. I'm not gonna fucking lie here. See, how my country handled this problem was that they made 3 TV channels. The 3 corresponding to elementary, middle school, and high school. And they would even have like 10-minute ad breaks after each lesson, like how breaks are in actual school. And that shit fucking sucked. I hated it so much. Anyway, thankfully after a few months, we actually did transition to doing lessons on Zoom, which was better. I mean, it wasn't that much better, but it was better. Anyway, I'll be completely honest with you, bros. I did not pay attention at all. I even remember one time while I was in class, I was just playing Minecraft like Skywars in the background or something. I really just did not care. I remember sometimes we even got on Discord calls with like my classmates and we just kind of talked while the class was going on. Whatever, after all that, thankfully a certain pandemic did die down enough for me to actually go to school in high school. And to be honest, high school started off great in my opinion. Like 9th grade was probably the best years of school I've had in my life. Anyway, 10th grade sucked. 11th grade was alright, and I haven't started 12th yet, so we'll see how that goes, I guess. Anyway, let's actually talk about school. It's gotta be like the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life, cause this system that they have here is so fucking outdated, it's actually insane. And the thing is, the things that I learned in high school aren't even useful to me, right? Maybe it would be if I was interested in those subjects and I wanted to pursue a career in those subjects. But I don't. I'm gonna draw. I want to do art. So I don't fucking care. And whenever I tell this to someone, they're always like, oh, well, in university, you get to choose what you're gonna do. Yeah, well, I'm not in university right now, am I, stupid? The fact that I get to choose what I'm gonna do in university doesn't change the fact that the system is just flawed. But of course, you do need to teach, you know, basic knowledge to kids. So elementary and middle school are needed. They are needed. But most shit in high school, dude, I don't see how I would be using them like 5 years later. But yeah, another thing that fucking pisses me off is 100% a thing that pisses you off too. Homework. Who the fuck decided, hey, let's give fucking work to children outside of school? That's the most stupidest shit I've ever heard, bro. Like at this point, we're just working 9 to 5s without getting paid. This shit doesn't make sense. And also, this one's kind of a personal thing, but I kind of feel like most of the teachers, at my school at least, have some kind of fucking superiority complex. I swear to God, every time I talk to some of the teachers, they like talk down on me, bro. Especially some of the administrators, bro. Like, they had the most annoying tone of voice I've ever heard in my life. And one time, I remember, okay, this is a story time, really quick story time right here. It was like the last week of school or something, and literally like no one was going to school, right? Like the classes were practically empty, and the only reason I went was because I I was absent on one of the exams, so I was just like covering for it. Anyway, I went there, I did the exam, and that day I was actually really fucking sick. I don't know, like my head just like, I just had a headache, like my nose was running, like I was just sick at the time. Anyway, my plan was go in, do the exam, and then, you know, ask the teachers if I could call my mom and go home because I was sick. But after I did the exam and I went into the administrator's room and I asked if I could call my mom because I wanted to go home and I was sick, my teacher was like, no, we're not letting anyone go home today. I was like, why? And she was like, you know, because everyone's asking for it. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm sick. Like, I need to go home. And she was like, oh, really? You don't look sick? Like, okay, bitch, do I need to be fucking crawling on the ground to look sick? Like, bro, just put the fucking fries in the bag and let me go the fuck home, man. Whatever, I was really pissed for the rest of the day, and I just, like, sat at the back of the class, and I did not listen to any of the lessons at all. Also, on my schoolworks is that in the first period, we give our phones, and they keep them in, like, this box in the administrator's room. And what I did that day, I just went into the administrator's room when no one was there. I stole my phone, I went back to class, and I sat back in the class, and I just played on my phone the entire day. Seriously, I had no fucks left to be given that day, so I just didn't want to do anything else but go home. But yeah, anyway, after the day ended, I went home. I was still pissed that half of my fucking day was gone because I couldn't go home while I was obviously sick. Like, I was genuinely sick that day too. Like, sometimes, I'll admit, okay, I like fake being sick to go home. But that day I was genuinely fucking sick. I genuinely wanted to go home and just like lay down and, I don't know, don't do anything for the rest of the day. But god fucking damn it, that fucking administrator ruined my entire fucking day. Oh no, before I forget, go sub to my second channel where I do live streams and shit. Yeah, very cool. Anyway, see you guys in the next video, and bye-bye.
Hold up, wait a minute, all good just a week ago. Crew at my house, and we party every weekend. So, on the radio, that's my favorite song. Make me bounce around like I don't know, like I won't be here long. Now the thrill is